Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the Monty Man once again. 2 in 1 day. How about that, huh? Hey, listen, I was talking to somebody the other day about stress and the things that really just wrap us up as far as our heads go, for those of us in recovery. And really, this isn't limited to just people in recovery. We're not all that different than anybody else when you get right down to it. Everybody's got something, don't they, that so easily besets them. Well, here's some things that I think will help you and I and many others reduce stress in our lives. Here's some ideas. The first one, of course, is pray. Pray. Pray to God. Pray that He helps you, give you the peace that passes all understanding, that He helps your stress level to drop, and that He gives you His serenity. And do that on a regular basis. Go to bed on time. What time do you go to bed? I used to go to bed very, very late. I used to stay up at the studio and work when we had the studio in the back half of our garage, and work sometimes till 3 a.m. in the morning. There was times I would actually be doing putting together broadcasts as well as editing, even up to 4 a.m. in the morning. That was absolutely ridiculous, and it wasn't very healthy for my recovery. So please go to bed on time. Get at least 8 hours of sleep every single night. It's an absolute must. If you suffer from health issues, for instance, like diabetes, it is absolutely essential that you get your rest. Get up on time as well. Don't be sleeping in for hours and hours. It isn't good for you. And what happens is it causes you to be rushed when you are trying to get to work or get the things done that you normally want to do. Say no to projects that will not fit into your time schedule. That is an important one as well. Learn to say no. If it is going to take away from your recovery and from your health, please politely bow out and just say, no, thank you. I'd love to help, but I can't. And delegate tasks to other people that are capable of doing them. If you're in a workplace and you're always trying to fix things and always trying to take on all the tasks that perhaps are somebody else's job, maybe you should learn how to delegate a little bit more, and maybe talk to your employer or your sponsor or someone and say, I need help delegating. Take one day at a time, my friends. And I'm not talking about drinking and using. And that's something we need to decide that we have quit for good and for all. But live your life one day at a time. Quit projecting into the future, or living in the past. And separate your worries from concerns. If a situation is a concern, find out what God would have you do about it by praying and asking Him for His direction. Believe me, it's a lot better than just sitting around and moping and worrying about it and turning it into a big deal when perhaps it really isn't. Here's one that most of us have a difficult time with. Eat right, eat properly. Don't eat too much sugar. Don't eat late at night. It was amazing. My headaches that I used to have for so many years, they stopped once I stopped eating after 8 o'clock at night. Now, 8 o'clock at night is too much for some. It's too late for most of us. But can you imagine how better I'd feel if I didn't eat after 6? Um, get organized in whatever it is that you're disorganized in. Make sure everything is in its place, and then don't beat yourself up if things get to be a little bit of a mess, but try and stay on top of it and organize your day, maybe your desk, uh, your literature, maybe something just as simple as the your reading material that you have in your on your side table next to your bed or in your bathroom. Get organized and look at what you've organized and say, that's a job well done. Now, here's one I think is so important for folks in recovery. Write down your thoughts and inspirations. Write them down. Keep a journal or keep a notepad or a 3x5 card in your pocket. And when you have a thought, write it down. It's okay to do that. Well, there's just some ideas that'll help break stress, break it down. Please, if you do those and they fail and you become more stressful, I'm sorry. Remember, I'm not a doctor or a professional. There's just some ideas for you to break down stress, and hopefully they'll work. Hey, listen until the next broadcast here on the Meditorial YouTubeo thing, whatever you want to call this, for Take12Radio.com. This is the Monty Man, and I'm wishing God's perfect serenity, of course, for you. and yours. Now I got to figure out how to stop the video. How does one stop this video? There we go. I think I figured it out. Bye for now.